Welcome back to this Guild Wars Let's Play. You're Sambo, and joining us as always is Seraphis Heal-A-Lot, our little stupidly named monk, and the wonderful...
Don't keep with the stupidly named and just introduce me already, would you?
Whoa, really listen to that, folks. Gosh, who's in a mood tonight? Alright, I didn't even get to introduce you, good lord. And with me, as always...
You keep picking on your character's name.
Is the wonderful-ish Regina Lacerta. God, well, of course I'm picking on her name. It's a ridiculous name. Seraphis Heals-A-Lot. How do you think anyone's going to take me seriously when we get to endgame and I'm like, hey, are there any healers out? Yeah, there's one. Oh, look, it's Seraphis Heals-A-Lot. Oh, okay, we won't want
Well, I don't know where you came up with the name Seraphis. That's not my fault.
What do you mean I came up with the name? You came up with the name Seraphis.
You came up with Seraphis.
Oh boy. Anyway, folks, welcome.
The Heals-A-Lot part is actually quite good.
Welcome to another witch session with the Witch of Queen Witches, Regina. Oh boy. You know, we're not even
You got enough witches in there?
Not even 1 minute into the episode and it's all on. Oh, good lord. Anyway, welcome to you folks
Hi, Sambo.
joining us.
I'm good, thanks. How are you?
I'm very well. I'm going to look straight in our quest log so that you don't get any more opportunity to bag me out. Oh boy, I'm exhausted already. We're only 2 minutes into the episode. Folks, if you joined us in our last episode, of course, we do have to be nice to Reggie because, as you might remember, she actually saved our bacon. Yes, that's right. The reason we're still standing here alive is because Reggie made it through that mission. Which mission am I talking about? Well, if we have a look on our map and we scroll up here, you can see, there we are, the Great Northern Wall. And if you haven't watched that episode, I certainly urge you to go watch it because basically Reggie saves the day.
Epic episode. Absolutely best episode ever.
It was
the hero of the tale.
Yeah, all right, that'll do. Yep, thank you. We get it. Thanks. Yep. Anyway, so yeah, whatever. Reggie ran the whole length of the mission and saved us. Yeah, whatever. Anyone could do it, probably. Just the fact that I died was
not you.
Was deliberate to create dramatic tension in the episode. Yeah, okay, maybe not.
Listen to him.
All right. I admit you saved us. All right, I admit it, and we're indebted to you, and you did do very well. And of course, we will need to go back there at some stage because, as you can see on the map here, folks, we've got one sword through it there, and that means that we didn't get a chance to do the bonus, which I think Reggie was collecting all the pieces of armor from memory. We'll have to go back and do that at some point.
Collecting pieces of armor from some ghost.
Oh, that's right, from the ghost. Yep, and we got about 4 or 5 pieces.
Now, I'm just wondering, when we get back there... Yeah, I think there were 4 pieces, but when we go back there, I still actually have 3 of the 4 pieces, so I'm wondering if we can just find... Yeah, so I'm wondering if we can just find the 1 piece, we could get it a lot quicker.
That's a really good idea. Actually, that would be great if they did count. We'll have to wait and see for that. But of course, at the moment, we are in Fort Rannoch, which, as you guys can see on my map here, it's flashing, which means that there is a mission available to us. But we also have a quest. Now, I think we were discussing this earlier, Reggie. We really should do the quest before we do the mission, not only to break it up for our wonderful viewers out there, of course, so we're not running mission after mission, but also because I think you've mentioned in a previous episode, it is a good idea to actually start chunking through the quests, isn't it? Otherwise you might out-level them, and you want to progress the story out here, of course.
The missions are a lot fewer and further between than the quests, and the quests are the way to build your character strength up and also get more skills. Oh, good point, of course, because as we've seen in a couple of episodes, you do get skills sometimes as rewards for quests. So I can see here, Reggie, we've got one called in fact it's our only one, Ambassador's Quandary. Go to Regent Valley and hunt down the bandit Torin. And of course, if we look on our map, folks, you can see that Regent Valley is in fact right outside our front door here at Fort Rannoch. And this is going to be interesting, Reggie, because this is a special place, well, it was a special place 2 years ago in terms of game time, because it's, of course, where you got Hello Kitty from, and we remember we carried some baskets of apples. We did a whole bunch of stuff. I was looking for that brood Char, and it was all nice and green. And I'm pretty sure we're going to get a bit of a shock as we walk out the front gate this time, because we're not in Kansas anymore, are we? I'm sure it's going to be so pretty and green and lush and
It's not, is it? All right, well, look, you are the party leader, as always, wearing the trousers in our blimmin' relationship. God, one day that's going to change. I swear it's going to change. I'm going to rise up and revolt. I'm revolting.
I'm actually a little scared.
Yeah.
You are revolting.
Oh dear. All right, so lead us out into the great wide yonder. This is our first time in post-searing Regent Valley, so of course it remains to be seen what it looks like out there. I'm sure it's not going to be all pretty and green like it was back in the good old pre-searing days. And here we go, loading in, and oh, look at that. There's the wall. I do remember the wall. In fact, hey, Reggie, the wall that's what we followed in order to find your very special secret garden, isn't it? That's the very same wall.
That is, yeah.
Stood the test of time. There it is. Now, I can see a quest up here as well. I presume we're going to grab this. Sergeant Brannon, what does he want? You can help us by heading southwest to King's Watch and securing the area around the ruins. When it's secure and cleared of Char, report to Lord Darren. So let's have a look at that on the map, see where it is. Okay, it's over to the west there, but as always, of course, folks, if you pick up a new quest, make sure you go to your log and select the original quest you were working on, if that's what you want to do. So that's what I'm going to do. And oh, look at that. It's just to the west of us. The Ambassador's Quandary. All right, lead the way, oh fearless
Looks like it's not
Ranger.
far at all.
Yeah, not far at all. Although, how we get there, I'm not sure. Because we can't cut across there, can we? No, it looks like we have to go around. Looks like there might be a bridge.
We may need to go around.
Yeah, I can see something on the map. There's some kind of bridge.
They're a Char.
Oh, good lord. All right. Straight into battle, folks. And of course, Char are the main enemy now in post-searing Ascalon. We're going to have to look out for.
Big mean brutes that they are.
Yeah, big mean level 6 brutes too. And Hello Kitty's taking...
our squishy little level 7 Seraphis.
That's right. I mean, me being level...
Hello Kitty just leveled up.
Oh, really? Look at that, level 8. In fact, both of you are level 8, and I, unfortunately, am... Whoa, why did I run there? That was not wise at all. I'm still level 7.
Not
I'm lagging behind. Gosh.
As in real life.
Yeah, whatever. Oh, look at that. We've got a Char hide. And, of course, Char hide, for those of you who don't know, is a great salvage item, by the way. So make sure you hang on to that. Now, let's give Reggie one of these buffs here. We've got an enchantment spell which maintained gives her a +2 health regen boost. So we'll give her that. Now, I'm not going to give it to Hello Kitty as well because, of course, that will sap my power too much. Oh, what's this? A renegade. Ooh. Oh, gosh, they've got a mage blasting down on us. Ouch! Oh, good lord. Okay, I'm going to run away like a little girl because I am a little girl. Give myself a buff as well. Give myself a heal. Yikes, he's beating on me something chronic.
Okay, one down. They're only level 3 though.
Yeah, but they still take a heck of a beating. Look at that for a level 3 renegade.
Take a beating.
Yeah, throwing everything I've got at them and it's hardly doing any damage. Well, that's one big difference between pre and post searing. I'll give them that, is that we are always thrust straight into the action and it's much harder, the combat, of course, than it was in... Oh, look at that guy still firing at me. Much harder than it was in pre-searing, if you ask me, anyway.
Indeed. Well, I mean, pre-searing was, as we've said before, it was pretty much just a training area.
Yeah, like a big tutorial zone, isn't it, I guess?
Yeah, giant tutorial zone. Now, it was around here somewhere that our little secret garden was.
Oh, yeah, that's a good point. It's a very good point. And it looks like this is the right way to go.
Be here.
Yep, definitely on the map. I can see there's a little bridge heading to our asterisk. Wow, we're getting pummeled. Time for a heal. And hello,
I'm out of
Kitty.
energy already.
Yeah, the energy really gets sapped once we're having to do these fights for real, I guess you could say. And of course, folks, as always, that's a big part of the game. Very strategic combat. People don't, I think they don't give credit where it's due for good combat management in Guild Wars, which is, of course, really down to good energy management, making sure you've got the right skills up. As you know, of course, you've got hundreds and hundreds, if not thousands, of skills to choose from. Making sure you've got the right ones equipped for the right occasion is a big part of the game, a big part of the strategy of the game.
Oh, come around the corner and there's heaps more mobs here.
Yeah, we're really having to work hard for our money. That's for sure.
We are. And they don't really drop that much money, these guys.
No, and they take...
They're so stingy.
They are stingy, and they take an absolute beating as well.
Oh, I've had an Ascalon key dropped.
Oh,
That's
very
exciting.
nice. That is good. And of course, for those of you...
That means when I come across a locked chest... Oh, you're about to say the same thing.
Yeah,
but come across a locked chest, I will actually be able to unlock it.
Yeah, which is great.
There's our friend Torin.
Oh, there he is. Okay, so how are we going to do this?
The guy we've come to get.
Which one are we going to pick off first? In fact, of course, Reggie can call out a target. By the way, folks, if you're playing from home, she can hit control space. There we go. I can just hit T and target the same person that she is. Up the T up here in the party list, of course, is what I'm referring to. And as the party leader, it's basically her job to call out the target. So we focus fire on that one and burn him down as soon as possible. And look at that, she's brought her little minions along for the ride as well. We'll give Hello Kitty...
to take the attacks for us.
Yeah, exactly. Use it as a tank, basically. Let's see if we can burn this. Now, he's...
Tough guy.
He keeps healing. Okay, is one of those... There's a healer in the background, isn't there?
I'm wondering if one of those is healing.
Okay,
well,
looks
actually,
like...
he's got a healing icon come above his head as well, so it could be one of the guys behind it.
Alright, I'm gonna attack one of the guys behind, see if it stops the healing.
I agree with you.
Yeah. And that's another good point. Yeah, well, I think we've come across this before, Reggie, where I think it was the Shaman Grawl or whatever it was we were attacking back in pre-searing. Looks like we're going to have to take out this other elementalist as well, where he was healing the party, and we were making the point that you, again, all part of the tactical combat in the game, we have to identify your target, make sure that you're actually picking on the right one, because as you can see here, Torin, who is our major target, has basically got full health after all of our attacking. So
it looks like he does have a healing signet as well, which will take him back to nearly full health.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
So
how are we going to do this? Do we have to interrupt him or something? Gosh, what's he doing?
I think we do. Do you have a spell that will knock him down or something while he's mid-cast?
Can you believe it? I don't.
Neither
Just a little old monk. Yeah. Does Hello Kitty have any spells like that? Oh, look at that. We finally just burned him down.
Oh,
wow.
We got him.
That was a rough fight, I've got to say. Good
For
lord.
A character who's only half the level that we are, he took some beating.
He did. And by the way, I can see on our quest here it says return to Ambassador Zane for your reward. And if I look on the map, that's all the way over in Old Ascalon. That's, Mind you, if we choose our other quest, which is Regent Valley Defense, and remember folks too, if you choose your new quest, once you go into your map, you can see it's updated there, that's going to actually take us quite a way towards Old Ascalon, so I guess we should head out towards that quest, I suppose.
Yeah, why not?
Whether it's...
I mean, that's the beauty of it. You can go from one quest to the other and without completing them, or even by completing them, and they'll just sit there until you go back to the hand in person anyway.
Yeah, until they're ready to complete.
You don't have to redo part of the quest if you leave it part way.
Which is a great idea. And by the way, I think if you go back, and read the history of how Guild Wars itself came about, and let's not forget, folks, that Guild Wars came out when there are a lot of other games about. And no, for once, I'm not going to talk about WoW, although WoW was around, of course.
Happy days.
I know.
Oh, Elementalist Rangers, Renegade Elementalist.
Oh gosh, Anna Devourer. Look at that. But at the time, there were some fairly hardcore games out. And by that, I mean games like EverQuest 1, which of course demanded a whole heap of time and was particularly vicious in terms of the way it would punish you for making mistakes. And of course, Guild Wars, one of their main design goals, get it right, good lord Sambo, one of their main design goals was to really target the casual player, and to eliminate a lot of the grievances that were present in some of those early hardcore games. And of course, that's how the whole instance nature of the game came about, because they didn't want you to be griefed by other players. They certainly didn't want you to have to fight over mobs that spawned only once every blimmin', 5 hours or something like that. And their whole reason, if you like, for making the game was to say, hey, not all of us are massive gamers with, hours and hours of time up our sleeves. We want to appeal to the casual gamer that, gets home from work. They just want to escape into a game world for an hour or two and actually feel like they've accomplished something in that short space of time. And, things like the way that the quests work, just like Reggie described, the fact that it's instant, the fact that you can basically hop in, play for an hour, get something done and hop out is what it's all about. And I think they really succeeded on that front, Reggie. I mean, it's a great game to play casually, let alone, if you want to log in for 5 or 6 hours at a time like somebody I know does from time to time.
I might have it open for 5 or 6 hours at a time, but it's not necessarily that I'm playing it all that time.
Yeah, listen to those excuses pouring out of her mouth, will you?
Well, mind you do say about people sort of hopping in and out and accomplishing a little bit. I actually, on my first ever original character that I've had, which I still have in this game, which if people have seen is the Elementalist with the fire crown.
Oh yes.
I recently accomplished a title on her.
And what was that?
I got the exploration title. So I explored 60% of the prophecies map.
Wow, that's a real achievement.
That's the character that I started 6 years ago and have just been jumping in and out of and playing a little bit. So
there you go.
It's taken me a while, but I finally got that title.
but that's a great point, which is that basically after 6, and by the way, I'm just going to interrupt our spiel here. Look, even though the scenery is desolate and depressing, how fantastic does it look though? I mean, it's
the attention to detail, even though it is.
It's a bit
quite,
down.
Quite depressing.
Yeah, it still looks amazing. And look how big these maps are. I mean, it's just such a huge world. But you did right though, Reggie. I mean, you've been playing on and off on that character for 6 years. Think of all the content that's been able to enable that length of play for a start, and only just now have you got that Explorer title. I think that's a real testament to the amount of content that's in the game and its ability to be able to get satisfaction out of just being able to leap in and out. So yeah, proof in the pudding there. Look at this gooey stuff. Is this tar? Is it? Oh,
it's 30% reduction in movement.
Yeah, we can see the buff up the top there, folks.
This is where a proud river used to be.
This is, you did right. But if you're wondering how Reggie knew about that 30% reduction, no, it's not because she's clever. Definitely not because she's clever.
I am clever. I'm very clever.
Yes, ma'am. Actually, sadly,
my mum told me so.
Well, and sadly, we know that she's a lot cleverer than I am anyway. But what we're looking at is up the top here. You can see when I walk in this tar up here, a buff appears top left, tar spell, 30% reduction in movement. So any debuffs will appear at the top left of your screen. So always keep an eye up there. Because sometimes you may have something that hurts you and that you need to dispel or anything or debuff. Excuse me, gosh, this looks amazing.
The amount of red dots on my mini-map.
Oh gosh, you did right. Wow.
I think there were a lot of them are above us on that bridge.
Yeah, I think you're right. Thank goodness. We're heading towards our quest goal, of course.
Wait.
There we go. Now, what is our quest goal? We have to secure the area around the ruins. So I guess that means fighting off all these Charr, I'm guessing.
Yeah, these are all that we've got at the moment, but it does say search for King's Watch. Search for King's Watch or Char.
Yeah, true. Yikes. Getting beaten up. They do love me, don't they? They love my heals. Look at us fighting valiantly.
We ourselves may take out the ruler. And
yeah, well, that's
easier
right.
to get the others, so...
Yep, they're doing the same. They're doing the same in reverse, aren't they?
Oh, they are indeed.
Wow, I'm getting hurt lots.
Mind you, these are just beaten guys.
Yeah, they're still hurting me, gosh. And once again, folks, of course, having to really keep an eye on my energy, and I'm sure that Reggie's exactly the same.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, well, in fact, earlier you said you did run out of energy. I've already run out of energy as well. And there's Reggie raising one of her undead minions. Oh, you know what?
At the moment. Oh,
I love...
I've got a full inventory.
Oh, have you? Oh, good lord, let's have a look at mine.
I have.
Wow, even with all your extra bags?
Belt pouches and bags and...
Wow,
all right.
You are a hoarder.
I can deal with this. I know.
What's this over here? Look at... Oh, this is amazing. Look at this tree. It's in the shape of an angel. What the heck is this? I know we're not here...
that's a shrine.
It is, and we can see down here...
a shrine to one of the gods.
Well, also... Oh, yeah, look at that statue of
historical
Melandru.
monument of King's Watch.
Yeah, I'm going to go up and have a look at that because I love, of course, as everybody knows, I love being a tourist. Founded Season of the Phoenix. Look at this, it's a monument. On this site, more than 100 years prior, the first king of the new Republic of Ascalon was crowned. Wow, that's so cool. I love all these flavor texts. You know, all these little bits of information that they absolutely didn't have to do. But they put here just to make the world feel like it's got a history.
The storyline of it.
Yeah, and of course, if you're interested in the lore, there's so much of it to be had in Guild Wars, of course. I'm going to go up and read the statue here as well. What an awesome thing poking out of the desolation.
That's right, I'll kill the mob that's coming up behind you.
Oh, what? Oh, whoops. No, sorry about that. Such a tourist, aren't I?
Don't worry. I've got it.
That's true, actually, folks. Reggie will have it. Here it is, the statue of Melandru, and it says, and it was that a tribe of godless humans wandered the land where camped did they lay waste, senselessly destroying everything nearby. Wow, there's a whole, I won't read it all. And that's from the scripture of Melandru. So obviously this is one of the deities, and that's a monument to her, and they've carved... I'm trying to zoom out there. Come on, move. Oh,
well, Hello Lord. Kitty is a Melandru stalker, I think is the...
Oh.
I know we say tiger, but...
Yeah, you're right. You're dead right. So there she is
stalker.
herself. Fantastic. But, you know, this world just... You know, people sometimes complain that Guild Wars is, you know, quote-unquote instanced. It doesn't feel like it. When you're out here in this world, it feels huge, vast, wide open. And it is. It's massive. Here we go, King's Watch. New zone.
Yep, there's a signpost to King's Watch here.
Okay, so the quest is up there. How do we get up to it?
That's what I'm trying to figure out.
And for those of you...
The landscape is so different.
It is so different. Whoa!
Char.
Yikes.
I've just run straight into them.
You have. So, folks, we're going to have to keep our reserves of energy up, keep a close eye on them to make sure that our fellow party members don't die. I'm not going to be much use to anyone if I'm dead, and of course I'm going to not fight too much, not use any skills anyway that use up energy, that's for sure. Make sure we've got these buffs up on Reggie.
I know they've come right on top of me here, and though I'm not a tank character, I'm being tanked by them.
Yeah, you are. And you're doing a fine job of it, may I add.
Oh, thank you very much. At least they're not... Oh, they're pummeling poor Kitty.
I know, we got her back. His back. Do we decide whether it's a him or her? I can't remember.
Well, we couldn't put a bow on her ear, so maybe it has to be a boy.
Maybe it's a boy. Poor thing.
No, it can be a girl.
I was going to say, poor guy named Hello Kitty. Mind you, I know what it feels like to have a stupid name, Hello Kitty. Don't you worry about that. Anyway.
I thought we discussed this already.
We have. Wow, they really took a
We're good
beating.
at getting a good bit of XP for them, though.
Yeah, that's true. Actually, let's have a look. Hitting H, folks. You can see there I'm just... Oh! I didn't even notice. I leveled to level 8. When did that happen? I honestly didn't...
I saw that a while ago.
Oh, God, I'm terrible. All right, you know what that means, folks? That also means that I'm going to have to go into my skills and allocate myself a skill point, I imagine. There we go, dropping a Char carving. And there it is, search King's Watch for the Char. We've completed our quest. We now have to see Lord Darren for our reward. And where's that? Back at Fort Rannoch. Okay, so what do you think? Do you think do we run to Ascalon, or do we map back to Fort Rannoch and then run to our other Handon from Ascalon City, or what do you think?
I'm up for a bit of a run if you are, or I suppose, but to save time, it'd probably be better doing map travel. And
I guess, yeah, we could see if we could run
tonight.
Well, we could see if we could run to Old Ascalon. I mean, I see there's a body of water in the way there, but it might be okay. We've got about 5 minutes left, so that could be perfect, actually. Could be a good idea. Get to see some of the scenery, and of course there's the statue of Melandra in the background there. Where are we headed? Wrong way, I think. Where are we meant to be going?
I think I'm just going to follow the arrow that's showing me how to hand in the first quest that we did, the one that's that we completed first.
Oh, well, that's actually going to take us back to Fort Rannoch, I think.
No, that one is telling me to go back to Old Ascalon.
Oh.
The first one that we did.
Oh, there we go. My bad. Yep, you did right.
The Ambassador's Quandary.
Absolutely, you did right. Let's have a look. So, yeah, you can see, folks. Yeah. Oh, actually, I like that idea. Going across the bridge.
I don't know why you question me. You know that I'm always right.
Yes, Reggie. Oh, boy. Alright, let's do ourselves some fighting. You know what, these Char for level 4, and like you say they're half our level, they really, either our DPS is woeful, or they're just really hard. Maybe a combination of both.
Targeting the thing. Oh, they knocked me down.
Oh, I see the healer. Yeah, good point.
I'm going to go for this guy who's the healer.
That's a very good point. I wasn't going for him.
Click on the little T next to my name.
Yep. There we go, targeting what Reggie has targeted. They knocked me down as well.
Yeah. Okay, he's gone. These guys should be a little bit easier to get rid of now.
Alright. Wow, they like knocking us back, don't they?
They do. I think we need to get a scapegoat for them.
Yeah, good idea.
How did that guy instead? Oh, no, he's gone off. So...
Where's he gone?
I've got a bone horror who's just run off around the corner.
Wait, look, there's a healer over here, that's why. Oh, look, I'll call him out for you. There he is. That's why those guys are so hard.
Beautiful.
Wow, he was hidden behind the bridge here. That's amazing. Give Reggie a bit of a heal.
Oh, good on you, bone horror, for finding him.
Yeah, definitely. Well done. Alright, now we can concentrate on these guys. Talk about epic fights. I mean, good lord.
I think we're going to get a lot of these epic fights from now on.
Wow. Yeah, that's much better now. At least their health is not being topped up by their healer. Gosh. Keep getting knocked over, which of course interrupts my spell casting.
And that is annoying because you don't get back the energy you've spent on that cast, even though you don't get to complete the cast.
Yeah, you're dead right. It's quite rough, isn't it? Quite harsh.
It is. It all just makes it, I don't know, so much harder to play the game.
Yeah, a bit of a challenge
even.
Yeah. And of course it's worth mentioning, I think, that there are some games which are just ridiculously annoying because they're annoying hard. But Guild Wars, there's always a way around it. There's, it's like an ultimate puzzle, if you like. And
sometimes you have to figure out the strategy, but it is doable in the end.
That's exactly right. In fact, that's, I think, a perfect word for describing Guild Wars combat, which I think we've used the term tactical in the past, which definitely is. But yes, strategic and tactical. It's not. You certainly just can't as they say in WoW, a tank and spank. You just can't mash a button and hope for the best. I mean, look, certainly we could in pre-searing days, but we're not in pre-searing anymore, of course.
No, not in Kansas anymore.
Nope. All right, looks like we have to run around the top here. Yes, there's a path around here. I'll wait for Reggie. Look at that. We've got the sea. Oh, wait a minute. We've got the sea. Oh, no, it's not. It's not a sea at all. It's a
sea?
It's a lake. It's a lake.
A lake of tar?
It is. And, of course, the wonderful music of Guild Wars, composed by Jeremy Soule, playing in the background. And of course, if you guys haven't had a chance to go listen to that yet online, do a search. And in fact, if you find the official site, it's linked off the official Guild Wars site, I think. You can listen to some samples of the music. It's absolutely gorgeous. All right, so it looks like we've got a portal coming up here, which is going to take us into Old Ascalon by the looks of things. And then, of course, take us to our quest hand-in.
Now, I remember on the other side of this portal in pre-searing there was a collector.
There was a collector.
Portal, and it was there was the path that went down to that quaint little looking town where we had the pigs running around.
Oh, that's right.
So this path was where the pigs were running around.
Ah, yeah, good memory. And you know what? That's another thing. And I know we talk about this a lot, Reggie. That the attention to detail that they've gone to in terms of making you remember all of those landmarks and then ripping them away from you and changing it so that when you pass through here, you have fond memories of your pre-searing experience. And again, I think that's a fantastic way of building your buy-in for the game and making you feel like you're part of the world as it changes. It's a really cool thing. I like it a lot. A lot of time and effort has gone into that by the developers.
Definitely.
Right,
I don't believe I've ever played a game. Have you ever played a game before where they've set it up and then made you rediscover the same maps but in a different, different looking landscape?
No, I haven't. Well, none spring to mind anyway. And it, as you say, it's a really unique thing and such a great idea because you really feel sad, basically. You feel all sort of nostalgic because it's all been ripped away from you. Looks like we're going to be following the red dots on the map, if you ask me, which of course is where the mobs are.
There are a lot of the mobs. Oh. I wonder if this cave is where we went searching for Devourers.
Oh wow, you know what? You are absolutely right, I think you are spot on. Yes, it is.
Looking at where we are on the map.
Yep, and the layout of it is exactly the same as well. Gosh, you've got a good memory. That's really cool. And of course, you folk will hopefully remember that episode which we named Fried or Scrambled or something like that.
Fried or Scrambled.
Yep, that's the one. Which of course is part of our...
That was coming out of the cave.
Oh my god, yeah. Oh, look, we don't want any of your eggs anymore. Leave us alone. Good lord, look at that.
They remember too. They're like, we remember these people. They were after our eggs.
Yep, they stole our eggs.
Oh, Kitty's getting a pummeling.
That's right, we'll give him an enchantment. Well, look at that. A vial of dye red. Nice.
Wow.
That's cool. I haven't seen red dye for ages. I'm going to get the heck out of there.
It's a very strong colour to go for a monk.
Yeah. Okay, I need to conserve my energy for heals because we're definitely getting pummeled here.
We are. I remember these, the Devourers always being just, that annoying thing with a couple of strikes and they were gone.
Yeah, and
but
not
they're
anymore.
They're actually quite a challenge here.
Yeah.
Well, looking at them, they're level 8, which is the same level we are. So
okay, that makes sense then.
Same battle.
Yeah. And you know what? That Devourer's blimmin' healing. How are they healing? Wow.
Oh, this one's only a level 4 that I'm targeting right now.
Oh, yep, same here.
But could I get a heal, please?
Oh, whoops.
Pretty please?
My apologies.
Just, you've got nothing better to do.
I'm concentrating on killing the Devourers. And meanwhile, of course, our main fighter is dying. Right. You're welcome. Any day.
That's okay.
And let's have a look at that red die.
I appreciate the effort.
Whatever, she says. What a loser. She says, vial of dye, red, very nice. Who is that attacking me now? Got another one. What the heck? These guys just don't give up.
Coming out of the woodwork.
I'll say. Oh, thank goodness for that.
He's gone.
Oh, well, at least there's lots of loot dropping. Thank goodness. But yeah, you know what? You're dead right. I remember the layout of that cave. That is absolutely the old Devourer cave. It's fantastic, isn't it? Whoa, look at that scene. Look at that. Amazing.
I know. You come around the corner here. It's beautiful.
Yeah, and there's the big city, the wall in the background. Wow. That is awesome. It's just epic, isn't it? It's the grand scale of things. That's Ascalon City that we're talking about over in the distance there, folks. Whew, there's a lot of fighting. Now, where are we actually going? Oh, I see. Over there. How do we get down? We have to go round. Oh, over here.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Here it is. Of course, don't forget, folks, you can draw on the map just like that. So we can show Reggie where we're headed. Wow. Oh!
Oh!
Oh, it's behind us.
Let's go again.
Wow, they're just
Snuck up on us.
yeah, popping up out of the sand. Oh, and I'm getting a pummeling. Yep. Run over to Reggie. Get behind her. Look at that, we've also got a gargoyle.
Yeah, we've had a couple of those this episode, but this is a creature that we haven't really seen pre-searing.
Pre-searing, no.
A newbie.
Yep.
We've definitely had the Devourers before, and we even had the Char and the Growl, but these guys are new.
Very much so. Some more nasties out in the desert, basically.
Maybe that's supposed to be like some mutation of the searing.
Yeah, that's true.
Maybe.
Wow. Certainly.
Well, at least we're getting quite a few gold drops.
Yeah, it is good. We're getting lots of money and, of course, lots of gear. So it's well worth it.
Now we're walking through what used to be a river. Oh, here we go.
More.
Another one.
So oh yes, that's right. It was the river, wasn't it? Yet again, great memory on behalf of Reggie there. Is this the river?
Where all the scale
Yeah, I was going to say this.
Play around.
Yeah, the very first, one of the very early missions that we went hunting for scale. What was it? Scale somethings. Can't remember now.
Scale fins or something. We
Scale
had
fins.
to get the belt pouch.
Got it in one. That's the one.
Oh, these Devourers, they're just coming out
Wow.
everywhere.
Yep, coming out of the woodwork.
Yeah, you can see the riverbed sort of still there, but it's definitely no signs of water.
Yep.
I can see where you have to go to. I think it's that caravan just in front of the big crystal in the ground. But
Yeah, I think you're right.
there's another thing.
Wow. Oh, I was wondering who was attacking me. We have someone behind us.
They're kind of waiting for you to almost run over them, and then they come out of the ground.
Pop up, yeah. gosh.
Get rid of that.
Yeah, I was
We can move another 2 meters.
I know, I was right down on the energy then too. It was getting a bit hairy. Alright, we're nearly there. Nearly there. You can see a big stone elemental up the top there. Yikes. Oh, that was good. We made short work of him. Or I can see a quest hand in.
At narrow here. Yep.
Oh. And look at that, folks. We made it. We finally made it. Ambassador Zane. And we get ourselves a holy staff and a battle axe and 500 XP, which is sorely needed. And he's got another quest
funny,
for us.
I got the same weapons that you did, but
the battle axe and the holy staff.
The holy staff.
Yep, we did get the same. All right, what's this? A mission of peace. You've been a friend to me, and I'm grateful. Now I have another favour to ask. If you'll take something to gate guard Hollis, perhaps the Vanguard will agree to provide protection for us. You'll find him standing the eastern gate in Old Escalon. Your inventory is full. Oh, please make room and speak to me again. Bugger.
Always the way.
I'm going to get rid of this hand axe. There we go. And of course the reason for that, folks, is he's giving us a quest item that we need to be able to pop in our bags. And there it is, the Zane's Strongbox. If we have a look at the mission, you can see that it's over to the west there at the edge of the gate, out in this explorable area, and it's going to take us over to the west there. So you can see we're slowly beginning to uncover parts of this ginormous map in the old post-searing Ascalon. And of course I think we'll probably follow on with that in the next episode. To see, Reggie, we've got a quest to hand in Ascalon City. Oh no, wait a minute, in Fort Rannoch. And now we've got one along the wall as well. So lots to look forward to in the next episode, which of course, folks, certainly hope you'll join us in. More importantly, hope you enjoyed this one. Reggie, thank you as always for taking time out of your busy schedule for joining us and for being relatively nice to me this time.
Always a pleasure.
We wonder how long that will last.
Was I? Oh, I should try harder next time.
Yeah, right.
I don't mean to be that nice to you.
Oh, well, thank you very much for clarifying that. Good Lord. Anyway, folks, please do join us in our next episode as we carry on our adventures in this wonderful post-searing Ascalon. On behalf of myself, Sambo, Seraphis Heals a Lot, and of course the wonderful Regina Lacerda, it's us saying take care, have a great day, we'll see you later, and bye-bye.
Bye-bye.